Finance Minister Muhammad Aurangzeb presented his first federal budget with a total outlay of 18.9 trillion rupees. Opposition lawmakers, absent in previous budget sessions, chanted, "Go, Nawaz, go," during Aurangzeb's speech, but he continued undeterred. The budget aims for a 3.6% GDP growth and sets a 13 trillion rupees tax collection target, raising taxes on salaried classes. This budget, like the previous one, is designed to meet IMF requirements for securing a larger and longer bailout. Aurangzeb thanked Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, PMLN Chief Nawaz Sharif, and other coalition leaders for their guidance. Aurangzeb urged Pakistan to seize the opportunity for economic revitalization despite political and economic challenges. He emphasized the need for patience and collective efforts to achieve sustainable development. The budget highlights a 30% increase from the previous year with 18.877 trillion rupees in total outlay. Current expenditure is set at 17.203 trillion rupees, a 29% increase. Debt servicing will consume over half of the budget at 9.775 trillion rupees, a 34% rise. Defense expenditure is 2.122 trillion rupees, 17.6% higher than last year, making up 1.71% of GDP. Total revenue for fiscal year 25 is 17.815 trillion rupees, with net revenue standing at 10.377 trillion rupees after provincial transfers. Aurangzeb highlighted the urgent need for tax system reforms. The government set an ambitious 12.97 trillion rupees tax collection target, a 38% increase from last year. Aurangzeb reported a significant reduction in inflation, targeting 12% for the next fiscal year. The consumer price index in May 2024 was 11.8%, with food inflation at 2.2%. The public sector development program received 3.792 trillion rupees, a 40% increase. Federal PSDP allocation rose 47.5% to 1.696 trillion rupees, while provincial PSDP allocation increased 34.4% to 2.095 trillion rupees. Aurangzeb emphasized transitioning from a government control to a market-driven economy, aligning with global standards to boost exports and promote savings and investments. He stressed the importance of equity and inclusion in implementing economic reforms.